This conference will now be recorded.
Right, Salafi, good morning. I think we are discussing document object model, right? Last session we seen some concepts, right? Okay. Sorry? Token plan. Okay. So let's move for another example. Last session I think we finished this, right? Okay. I want to talk about two things here: event bubbling, and one more is going to be event capturing. Event capturing, one of the mostly asked interview question in the real time. Event capturing, CAPTURING, capturing. The third parameter is there in add event listener. We have three parameters, right? So first one is going to be what? So let us see add event listener. Add event listener listener. Inside we have the event name, and other one is going to be the function. Other one is going to be the use capture, something I written yesterday. Use capture. This use capture value is always going to be either true or false. Anyone, true or false should be there. Use capture value is going to be true. True means what? False means what? That's nothing but event capturing and event bubbling. So what is the bubbling and what is capturing? Let us see a practical example so that we will get a clarity. Okay, right. Create a new file, event, save the file otherwise. Bubbling, CAPTURING, capturing dot HTML. Bubbling capturing dot HTML. Okay, right. Then bubbling capturing dot HTML. Let's have a div and class is equal to take parent. Class equal to something called parent. Let have a div with name class is equal to child. Class is equal to child. We are demonstrating what is bubbling, what is capturing. Okay, right. Okay, this is clear. Let us design this also. Put the style tag open, style tag close, style open, style dot parent with okay, right. Next one is going to be dot child. Shall I provide any background color for this? Yellow green. Okay, right. See the output. I'm just running the file. Box inside a box. Let me move this box exactly center. Exactly center. Width I'm making this is going to be 800 or 900 width I'm taking. No problem. Width is going to be like this. I want to make this green color box exactly center. Make this is going to be 180 and 100. No problem. Right. How do I make this box exactly center to this box? Center of this red color box. How do I do this? Display, flex, justify content, content center. See and here center. right? Because of this, will it be center? But exact center, top, bottom, left, right. Then for the thing, align items also center. Yeah, because of writing this, exactly center to the box. Our agenda is not this is okay, but concept is what? Bubbling and capturing. What is bubbling, what is capturing? To demonstrate this, I did like this. Okay, leave it. Now let's start the action for demonstration of this. Okay, first of all, in JavaScript, let me access these two elements. How can we access these two elements? Let us go there. Let take a variable called parent is equal to document document dot query selector QUERY query SELECTOR query selector. In this, what I have to pass? Dot parent. Very good. Right. I'll have to see dot parent you have to pass. Why? Because selector. Likewise, what it is going to be called? Child. CHILD child. Okay. Let us make the variable called child. Okay. How can we add an event to this? How can we add an event to this? Add event listener. And I don't want to write on click here, but I want to add click event. How do I add click event? Now you see. Parent dot add event LSTE and your listener. In this, we are going to pass click event, and to this you can write one function. Like this also we can write directly. Otherwise, you define a function separately. Add the function here. Function like this. I'm not using the third parameter. Okay. So let us call this alert function. Alert. Clicked on parent. Clicked on parent. CLICKED. Clicked on parent. Okay. Right. Same way. Child dot add event listener. Child 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 dot add event listeners. Clicked on child. That's all. So we are attaching an event on the div elements. So by using add event listener, how we are attaching? By using add event listener, we are doing like this. Okay. Now parent have click event, child also having click event. Okay, na? Right. Now the question is, where is the child? Child is inside the parent. If I click on the child div, parent event will call first or child event will call first? But remember, where is child? Child is inside parent. So parent also having click event, child also having click event. If I click on the parent will be called. You see, let me refresh the page. I'm clicking on the parent. Parent is calling. Clicked on parent. If I click on child, what is going to be called? That's what I want to know. If I click on the child, parent will call first or child will call first? Okay. See, on click the child, what is calling? Clicked on child. Close this. If I can close immediately, what is also calling? Clicked on parent also. Two events are calling at a time. Why? Because parent have click event, child also having click event. But on click the child, which event is triggering first? Child event only. But sometimes on click the child, I want to call parent first. I want to call the parent first. After that only I want to call the child. But by default, what is the nature? If the parent and child both are having events, click events, on click the parent will be called. On click the child, who is calling? Child is calling. Sometimes we have to handle the parent first. After that only child I have to handle. Then capturing, bubbling come into the picture. By default, what is happening? On click the child is calling. After that, parent is calling. This is called bubbling. Default. Default is what? Bubbling. I don't want to call the parent. Sorry, I don't want to call the child. I want to call the parent. Even though if I click the child, I want to call the parent only. Then you see, as a third parameter, I'm setting this is going to be true. Use capture value is what? True. Okay, let us see. If I can provide true, I'm clicking on the child. Who is calling first? Clicked on parent. Earlier, what is happening? Clicked on child. Now you see who is calling. After that is completed. Now child is calling. So, and by default value of this is going to be what? False. Default value false only. But if you want to trigger innermost event first or outermost event first, that is going to be done. Okay, I will explain you. Wait for a second. Now you see by default false. Click on this. What is calling by default? Click on child. After that, what is calling? Parent is calling. Okay, some situations are there. we have to call the parent first, then only child we have to call. In this context we have to come with this Sunday, right? Okay, if innermost event is handled first, that is called bubbling. If outermost event is called first, that is called use capturing. What is the default value? Bubbling or use capturing? Bubbling. Bubbling means first who is calling? Child is, see and bubbles will come inside of a water. The inner of the water, bubbles will be called. Same like this, parent inside child. Parent have click event, child also having click event. If I click on the parent, who will call first? Parent is calling a, child is calling a, by default child is calling, by default child is calling. No, 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 I don't want to call the child, I want to call the parent first. After parent complete, then only I want to call the child. In this context, what is the thing? Event bubbling and event capturing. Okay, write the point. If the innermost event is handled first, 1 minute, let us open this. You have 3 points somewhere I am writing. Let's write the points here. Right, let's write 1 point. If the innermost, if the innermost event is handled first, if the innermost event is handled first, what it is called? Then that is called, then it's called event bubbling. Event bubbling. That we will write it. By default, what it is? By default use capture is what? If the innermost event is handled first, then that is called event bubbling. This is default. The point. This is default. This is just right default. This is default. If the use capture value is false, is false, then that is called bubbling. If we set default value false, if you set false, innermost event will be called first. If you set a true, outer will be called first. Okay, right. So you written the side heading event bubbling here. అందరూ ప్రొఫైల్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకున్నారా? ఎంఎన్సి కంపెనీస్ వెబ్సైట్స్ పోర్టల్స్ లో create the profiles without fail. Okay, all of you. Student, are you right? This is what bubbling and capturing. Okay, so which one you want to trigger first? That will be decided by the bubbling and capturing. Okay, right. Okay, the next one, guys. Let us go to one small example here. Uh, right. Create DOM dot HTML. How can we create DOM? Yeah. So I have a div. Div ID is equal to block. I am writing. How can we access the block? Where element is equal to document dot element by ID. What is the ID? Block. Right now, block is empty. I want to create element. I want to append the element to the div. How to create an element? So see, what element you want to create? H1 tag. Where H1 element, some variable like this is equal to variable. For the method document dot create element is a method. Create element. What is the element you want to create? H1. Name of the element. Tag name you have to provide. First of all, don't be hurry. Print this H1 element. Console.log H1 ELE. Just print it. And take any variable, not only H1 ELE, XYZ also you can take it, no problem. There is a variable simply. Okay. Right. So now if I can print this in the console, can we see what is happening in the console? Press F12. What is happening? H1 tag open and close. But do you have any content in the middle? No content. I want to write some hello world. How to write hello world to the H1 tag? See, just I want to write some content between the H1 tag open, H1 tag close. Hi, hello, somewhere. After that, I want to append this to following div. Then element is created. Na? After element is created, let us create one more text node I am creating. Okay, where? No problem. Take the variable. How to create the text node? So document dot, sorry, UCUMENT, document dot create text node is a method. Inside write some text. Hello HTML. I'm writing hello HTML is a text. This is element created. This is text node is created. I want to attach this node to this element. How do I do this? See, h1 ple dot, there is a method called append child is a method. What is it? You want to append text node? I want to append it as a child. Now you see, if you can print earlier, element created, nothing is there in the element. Now you see, now element created inside the element, text node is appended. This we can do in one more. Say, why should I write this much? And if you can think without this, what you can do, guys, without appending h1 ele dot inner html. Is okay. This is also okay. Inner html is equal to hello html. This is also okay. Now you see, And without using text node method, same output is coming by anyone. I have to tell you an example of create text node. That's why I'm giving you. If you don't want this, create the element to the element. You set the element like this. So inner text also we can take. It will come like a text only. Become like a text. Inner text also we can take it, no problem. Now h1 inside you will see the text. But for example, I want to add a para tag. So then what is going to be happen? It will become like see h1 inside you will see para. Para is also coming as a plain text. It's not a para tag. But if you want to write HTML, then you see the difference. HTML, HTML. You see the para also will be into the element like. You see, para is look like element na h1 inside para. But earlier h1 inside everything is coming as a text. That you practice while you are doing. Okay, right? No problem. Either this one you can go, either this one also we can go. Create text node. After creating the text node, we are appending this to particular. Now you see this is going to be like this. Now, sir, I want to append this h1 tag in between this div. How do I do? In the div is empty. In the div, I want to append this h1 tag. How do I do this? Already this is element na. What is this element referring? Augmented get element id dot block. So that what I will do, ele dot append child inside this write h1 ele h1 ele write it. That's all. Now you see if I can refresh the page, element is added. Where this is added exactly inside the div, outside the div, inside the div. Can you see inside the div h1 tag is added? Sir, h1 tag is added where? Inside the div exactly. And by using append child method, we can append the content where exactly you want in the DOM tree. So how you are creating h1 tag? You are creating h1 tag programmatically. So by using something, and not only this, for this h1 ele, we can set attribute also. Set attribute set attribute. Okay, you see attribute is equal to class, and I'm writing this is going to be title. Now you refresh the page. Now you go and take this now for the h1 tag attribute class title added. Everything we are doing programmatically. We are not writing h1 tag anywhere. By using a method, we are creating the element. To that element, I appended some text. To that element, I am adding some attributes also. Yes, how do we create an element in runtime? This is a way of creating element. Create element is a method. What is the element you want to create? Pass here to that element where we can able to add attributes. We can able to add the text nodes, and append child is a method. We can append the element you created where you want on the DOM tree. Go there. See exactly I want to add in the div. In the div in the sense I have to access the div reference. This is the element dot append child of h1 element is created. Can I write it quickly? Write fast. This is way of creating element. Student, first process student. First we have to create the element. After creating element, I'm adding some attributes to the element. Not only one, you can add multiple attributes also. After that, I'm creating a text node, hello HTML. That text node I'm appending to the following element. Finally, I'm writing append child. So then, right. Yes, let's create a new file. Yeah. Social media.html is one more file. Okay, same story. Here, let array, all of you see this carefully. So these are the social media links. అయితే నాకు అవుట్పుట్ లో ఐఎమ్ ఎక్స్పెక్టింగ్ అన్ అవుట్పుట్ లైక్ దిస్. Here, if the target is true, it should be underscore blank. If the target is false, underscore self. The target true means open the link in new window. Target false means don't open the link in new window. Open the link in same window. Like this, how many objects are there? Those many anchor tags should be there in the body. But I don't want to write manually. So what I have to do? What are all the things I have here? I want to append them into block like anchor tag. How do I do this? So this data, let us assume this data coming from server or somewhere. If the data is like this, I send a request to server. I got data like this. Now it's the time to append the data here. How do I do this? Yeah. Already I am able to access the block. In the block, I want to append the data. This data is there. I want to append the data here, like anchor tag, Facebook anchor, Twitter anchor, YouTube anchor, Google anchor. Right. How do I do? How many elements I have to create? How do I know? Because array contain 5 elements. Okay. I'll have to see this carefully. For let item of let item of social media. What is every item? Object. Very good. So every item is what? An object. run cheste, let us run the file. If you can run the file, you will, in the array, you are going to get all the 5 items. All 5 items are what? 5 objects. Getting 5 objects. So every item is what? Object. Every item is what? Object. I want to create anchor. Okay, let anchor is equal to document dot create element. What is the element I want to create? Anchor. So if you can run the anchor in the console, how many elements will be created? How many anchors are going to be created? 5 anchors. Why 5 anchors? And you have 5 objects are there, 5 times iterated. So in the middle of this anchor tag, I want to keep the title. I want to keep the title. How do I give the title? Let text node is equal to document dot create a text node. Very good. In this text node, what you have to pass? Item dot title. Dynamically how to provide. Earlier you take statically hello world or something, but right now item, what is item dot title? Facebook 5 times. Okay, now it is done. After that, what are you going to do? Very simple. Ancho anchor dot append child. Append the text node as a child of anchor text node. Okay, txt node. Sorry, txt node is a variable. Now you print the anchor. If you can print the anchor, 5 anchors are added. For every anchor, you should add what? Href also, na? Href also. Then how do I add href? Anchor anchor dot set attribute. Set attribute. Set. Previously we did single, but this time we are doing this in a loop. Same logic, but we are in the loop. Okay. Set attribute. What is the attribute I have to add? Href. Comma item dot link. Now you see anchor tag is created. Ahref is equal to created, and the target, if the value true, blank. If the value is something, okay. Now see, malla again anchor dot anchor anchor dot set attribute again. Set attribute, what is the value? Target. Target value is what? Blank alpha. What is the value? Blank alpha. That value we have to write conditionally. How do you write conditionally? Simple, everything. Item dot target. Item dot target. Target value true, na? True. Then make this is going to be blank blank. Understand? Otherwise underscore self. You understand what I written? Do you understand? Conditionally, we are setting the attribute value. If target item dot, what is item dot target? True, na? True means this is going to be added. If item dot target value is false, obviously this is going to be added. See, this is what conditionally setting a value to an attribute. Conditional rendering, conditional setting. Okay, now you see target is added or not. You check this carefully. For every anchor tag, target added underscore blank, underscore self, underscore blank, underscore blank. Now all these anchors we have to append where? Here we have to append, na? And finally, what are we going to do? ELE dot append child of anchor. That's all. Now you see on the screen, anchor tag is created now. All anchor tag is created. If you want, you can design the anchor tag also. How can I design the anchor tag? Right. If you want design anchor dot style dot style dot css text is equal to. And if you want to write all the properties at a time, yeah, I'm writing color colon green. I am writing, okay, color green or blue now. Right, any one of the color blue. I am writing. Now you see all the color of the elements are going to be blue color, right? Okay, I need some gap. So let us write some padding. Padding. I'm writing 20 pixels padding between every element. I'm writing. Now you see there is a padding between the every element. Let us write text decoration none. Text DECO or is decoration none. What are you doing? You are doing this everything by using JavaScript. Underline gone. And you want to add any background color? Yeah, let us add background color is going to be. I'm writing color is what better? Green. I'm adding. If I can add some green color now, maybe you see background color is green. I need some margin. Yeah, let's write some margin equal to 5 pixels, right? I written 5 pixels margin between the everyone. Color, not green, not blue. It's better to take white color, WHIT, white color. Okay. Now we see white color is added. When I am mouse hovering, I want to change the background color to some other color. How do I do this? When you are mouse hovering on the link, change the background color to yellow, green, or something. Hmm. Right? All of you see this carefully. Adding an event in runtime. Anchor dot add event listener. LISTE, and here all we are not writing anything in the first of all, do we have anything here? Nothing in the div. All we are creating elements using JavaScript. We are designing using JavaScript. We are applying events also using JavaScript. See, here I am writing event listener. What is the event, guys? Mouse over, mouse on call, just mouse over, mouse over. On is not required here, just mouse over. Click also, just click only. On mouse over, I want to write the function. Yeah, the function is going to be, yeah, what is the function? Event dot target current element on which one you are mouse overing, that is event dot target target dot style dot css text is equal to background color. What is the background color? Yellow green. I'm writing yellow green. Now you refresh the page. Now if I can refresh, when you're mouse overing, yellow green, yellow green, yellow, hey, what is happening? Everything is missing. That means what? You have to take all these properties also here. Okay na? So css text take all the properties, only change the color to yellow green. Background color is what? Yellow green. You change it now. Now you people see this carefully again. Now you see when you're mouse overing, the color is yellow green, but when I mouse out, I want to back the same color. Then what I have to do? Then same story, you go here, mouse out, and when you are mouse out, out, mouse out, when you are removing the mouse, color is going to be green only. Now you see this is going to be work as we expected. Mouse over, mouse over, mouse over, mouse over. Generally this we can do by using css, but what are you doing right now? Logic is css, but we are not writing css classes. Of course, you written any css here? No css. There is no css, there is no style, internal or external is not there. All we are doing by using JavaScript. This is called DOM. DOM means what? Dynamically generating the elements also, dynamically creating elements also is called DOM. DOM ante, what is the meaning of DOM? Creating elements, creating elements. You are not creating manually. I have array, based on the array data I am creating elements. Based on the array values, I'm making anchor, target, attribute, and a blank self or something. Everything I'm adding like this. I'm able to design. I'm able to apply mouse over and mouse outs also. See, sorry, all of you have a look on the code. Please have a look. This is our data. What I am doing, I am inside the loop. Inside the loop, what I am doing, I am creating anchor. To the anchor, I'm adding attributes. To the anchor, I'm designing. To the anchor, I'm applying add event listener, mouse over, add event listener, mouse out, and finally I'm creating a text node. That text node I'm appending to the anchor. Finally, that anchor we are appending to the div. What is the div? ELE, something like this. And finally, this is not required actually. See now, so every anchor tag is generated, guys, in the console. Earlier you see this is the anchor tag generated in the console. All the styles that you are adding with the help of JavaScript are added as an inline style to the element. So see, this is the beauty of anchor tag. You see, anchor tag is created. How many anchor tags are created? 5 anchor tags. So if you want to add one more in the array, go to the array. What is the one more element I want to add? Tell me please, one more website, social media website. 6. Any other? LinkedIn. Very good. LinkedIn. LinkedIn. I want to add the LinkedIn URL. LinkedIn. Now, if you can go and refresh the page, you see how many elements are there. Based on that, LinkedIn also will be added. I want to see them in alphabetical order. How can we see them in alphabetical order? We have to sort the array. After sorting array, we have to loop it. How can we sort an array of objects? How can we sort array of objects and a SOCAL, social media dot SORT sort. We have a function. Inside the function, sort function. We have a comma b. Inside return. No, no. A dot title minus b dot title. This is array of objects and a. This is not a simple thing. Array of objects. This is a dot title minus b dot title. If I refresh the page, is it sorted? Not sorted. You observe. This is not sorted, and you write. Okay. Anyhow, this is not the way of doing. Actually, we have to write some other logic. Directly, I am trying. If it is a number, it will work actually. But this is not number, right? A dot title. A dot title and b dot title I am writing. This is not going to be work. Is it sorted? No, not sorted. So 1 minute. Sort array of objects based on value. Yeah, the logic is little different. Maybe by seeing this you will understand. See the logic. Find the logic here. Yeah, you see the logic. You have to write actually like this actually. If a less than and greater than, written -1, written -1, written 0. Like this you have to write. You have to write like this. But if it is a simple array, we should write a minus b, b minus a. Right? This is not a simple array. This is a contain array of objects. Then you have to write this logic. I'm copying this logic and paste here the logic. Okay, that's all. So now if we can go and check this now, this is going to be done. So a dot title, sorry, we have to write a dot title. This is also going to be title, right? This is going to be written -1. This is going to be a dot title, b dot title. That's all. Now you see values are going to be sorted. Sorry. Observe this carefully. All the links are sorted or not? Facebook, after that Google, after that Instagram, after that link, last YouTube. All right, you write this is going to be something I'm writing. Then what is going to be happen now? Now if I can refresh the page, YouTube is coming first now. Ascending order, descending order, like this also we can. This is this is all the customer requirement. Customer will say like this. See, first of all, do we have anything here? Manually written anything? Nothing we written manually here. But all is coming based on the array of records like this. This is array of records. What I'm doing, so actually we initially we don't have this. But because if you don't have this, what is going to happen? It will come as per the order. And in which order you entered the values in the array, that order will be displayed. Customer is saying that display them alphabetical order. Then we have to write the logic for sorting the array of objects. Sorting an array with simple, sorting an array with array of objects is different. They are not same. Okay, if it is a numerical values, a minus b, b minus a will work. Okay, some other array contains. Okay, now this is not going to be. Now you see array values are sorted. Right. What is wrong? Oh, symbol is missed here, right? So take symbol like this. Now if you can go and take this now, they're all sorted like this. Going to be like this. Check it carefully how they are going to be sorted. See, this is the logic, sir. We are writing a loop. After sorting, I am iterating. So anchor, creating, after creating, adding attributes, after designing that every anchor. But we are in the loop, remember carefully. We are in the loop. In loop, how many anchor tags there? 5 or 6? 6 anchor tags will be created. After that, for every anchor tag, attribute href target will be added. For every anchor tag, design is added. For every anchor tag, event mouse over is added. For every anchor tag, mouse out is added. 6 times, 6 tags, 6 times. For every first anchor tag, see, with first loop, first anchor tag created. For the first anchor tag, attributes are added. First anchor tag is designed. First anchor tag added mouse over mouse out events. After that, for the first anchor tag, we create the text node. After we are appending the text node to anchor, and finally we are appending the child to the div. First loop complete. Second loop. Now in the second loop, second anchor tag created. For the second anchor tag, we are adding targets, and for second anchor tag designing like this, it will be repeated 5 times, 6 times. Why? Because six elements are there in the thing. So generally, this is how we will do. This is how we are going to do in the real time. This is a pure dynamic program. But ultimate concept is what? I don't have anything in the body. I don't have anything in the body. My body is completely empty. Right? Div is empty. Finally, what I'm doing by using JavaScript, I'm generating HTML. That HTML I'm appending to div. Now you see in the div, this is the div. This div contain 6 anchor tags. Able to see the 6 anchor tags? Yeah, we are able to see 6 anchors like this. You see, when I am mouse overing, they are toggling. Mouse out, they are toggling. You see, blinking now. Blinking. When I am mouse overing, mouse over effective mouse over event is calling. So and you are removing is calling. So we are writing the function like this. Can you see the mouse over event function? Right. So right, remember carefully. Anchor dot add event listener. We are doing this inside the loop itself. Loop itself. We are adding an event mouse over. But are you able to see anywhere mouse over on the anchor tag? No, that is all done behind the scenes in the runtime. It cannot be manually. Generally, some people may expect like this. What are you expecting here? So, are you expecting like this? On mouse over is equal to something? On mouse over something are you expecting? No, we don't have anything. Mouse over. Some people may expect a function like this. No, we cannot get like this. That is all works behind the scenes. All works behind the scenes. We don't have any mouse over and mouse out manually here. Okay, check this. This is how the things are going to be worked. If you can understand this, I'm telling you, lot of solutions will be get in future when you're working in real time. We had a lot of projects we did like this, and generally we will send a request to server. Server will give the data. Based on the data, I have to generate the DOM. Anchor tags are, paragraph tags are, div content, whatever you want, you can generate it based on the anchor tags only. In future, all the examples may be like this only. We will send a request to server. Now, for sending a request, we should know Ajax and JSON, that we will see later. After DOM completed, we will discuss about Ajax and JSON. When you are sending a request to server, server will send some data back to us. Based on the data, I have to generate the DOM. Div, create the div. Inside the div, create the image. Inside, create anchor tag. Inside, create add to cart button. Like this, we have to generate. How do we generate the dynamic HTML, dynamic things? By using JavaScript. Based on the data. This is an example which will help you a lot in the upcoming situations. Right now, okay, the data what I taken, the data which I taken is static data only, but we have to make this data dynamic. How do we make dynamic? And by using Ajax calls, we'll send a request to server. Server will send the same type of data. The data may contain, see, right now we have one object. The data may contain 30, 40 objects, 100 objects, 500 objects also the data may contain. Then how do we iterate it? All we will see in the next session. Okay, now maybe some other sessions we will plan. And tomorrow we will discuss about DOM properties, document object, whether it's completed, document object properties we will discuss in tomorrow. In the document object properties, one of the important thing is going to be cookie. What is a cookie? What is the purpose of this cookie? Why cookie? We will see in the next session. Okay. After document complete, we will go for browser object model. After that, we will go for Ajax and JSON. Ajax and JSON. After this is completed, we will go for here. Lot of examples we have to discuss actually. Real-time scenarios, real-time examples we have to discuss here. After this is completed, I have discussed about advanced JavaScript as a final one. Lot of concepts will be covered here. Maybe it will take 10 days. Right? JSON and Ajax will take around 4 to 5 days. Right? And again, these will be take like this. Maybe let's plan by 20th of April to complete the JavaScript roughly. After that, we will enter into React.js. Okay, React.js by the end of May we have to finish.